What's going on? Welcome to the 411 podcast. It's been a minute. Feels good to say I'm back into the 411. Tonight, we have Gina from Carolina Vitality. Great individual. Can't wait to speak to her. Always supports and shows up. So it's time to return the favor and return the love. And we're getting ready to go somewhere tonight. It's been a minute. And this is reality. This is life. We're back and we ready to Miss Gina coming in tonight. Carolina Vitality. So, as normal, we're gonna get into the song of the day. End of Me, Fantasia, off of the Side Effects of You album 2013. It's a real deep song. But what I would like to say is it doesn't always have to end up being this way. It doesn't always have to end the end of a situation. In some cases, it could be just the beginning. Things could just be getting started. So the things, and I always remix it up a little bit when it comes to the song of the day. But end of me, for some of you, it might be the end of you if you not good for you. We're gonna speak about that tonight too. Being in situations that are not good for you, you end up realizing that you're in something that's not good. But then on the flip side, for the people who actually are in some beautiful situations, it could be the beginning of a beautiful situation. Check out the song from Fantasia, End of Me, off of the Side Effects of You album 2013. But when you listen to it, listen to the lyrics because it's a little, but depending on the situation, you might be able to relate to some of it. Now, I would like to say thank you so much to everybody out there who showed so much love and support while I was away. People who DM me, sent me comments. I've seen all of the hearts and everything that was put out there. Thank you so much for that. I want to say thank you to Mr. Joe Calico for coming through and showing up last week. We definitely had a great show, kicking it with him all the way from Brooklyn, New York. Alex Coquito, thank you for making me a part of Midnight Vibes. I can't wait to get back to it. I know you got some crazy stories of Coquito. I can't wait to hear them. Jason T. Davis, all the way from California. Adam Bullock, I had a conversation with him today, all the way from Phoenix, Arizona. Thank you so much for showing love and support. Resume Chick, what's going on? Roang, all the way from South Korea. I appreciate you. Will Serve, thank you for coming through. Onyx Blade, We Good Podcast. Thank you for popping up and showing some love as well, and we showing it back. Carolina Vitality, Gina, what's going on? I see you out there. We're gonna get you up here in just a minute. Uh, Shanti Refuge, she has 26 journals. This is a bad chick here. Y'all go ahead and check out Shanti Refuge Journals, and also family, friend of the show, Miss Shayla Jules. Thank you for coming through as well. I appreciate all of the love and support. People on Facebook, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. Could not do any of this stuff without people out there supporting and showing. And it's just small little pieces that that one little like, that one little comment, that one little share, that one little picture that you post of anything that's related to Laren Gaines. You have no idea how much that really helps push and move everything along. When things ain't going well, y'all don't see some of the things that I see. Sometimes I just flip through and I check some messages. I check and I look at pictures. I look at things that people repost, and it actually gives me that strength, that courage, and that energy to continue to keep doing what I'm doing. And Gina from Carolina Vitality is a great example. When I first got started last year, when people really didn't even know who I was, this woman put me out there. Look where we at today. Look at the love that comes through today from so many directions, and we just getting started. So remember, what you put out there in this world, it comes back in return. You may not know when it's going to come back, but it will come back eventually. Just keep doing the right thing. Keep doing right by people. And one thing in life is don't expect anything in return. You might love something, you might love somebody, you might love a situation, and it may not be 100% at the moment. Believe. That's just it. You just gotta believe. So we here, 4-in-1 podcast. Miss Gina Vitality coming in tonight. We have some great conversation, and we're gonna take it there. You know how we do. What's going on? What is happening out there? I appreciate you. Thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate you out there. I think you changed your name a little bit. You threw me off. I'm so used to seeing a different name out there. Um, so now I see people in the comments and let me know what your old name used to be because I see a new name out there and it's kind of throwing me off. My memory goes by, visualization a lot of times, especially when I'm out here looking at all of these things all at once. All right, so now we got to go ahead and we're going to go ahead and rewind this thing. Speaking about relationships, I think that's what this show is about tonight. And I don't know how we ended up here, but we're here tonight. Question is, what is the true definition of hood love? What is your definition of hood love? I got some comments like top, out of control, drama. That's what some people say. Now, when I think about it, that could be true in some aspects, but you want to know what I think of some real hood love is when two people, they don't really have much. They might be struggling, they might be in the hood, they might be in the ghettos, they might be whatever. But at the end of the day, they hold people down. They hold each other down 100%. You ain't got nothing, we ain't got nothing. And we walking together until we get something. And we both gonna walk together and we both gonna thug this thing out until we get something. And when you get something, that means that I got something. And when I got something, that means you got something. And that means that no one else can break down these walls and these barriers that we created to protect and love each other. Because during this struggle, during this drama, during this pain, during the suffering of the things that we don't have, the resources from money, cars and stuff like that. Y'all seen those couples together sitting at the bus stop. Y'all seen those couples together that share food because they don't have enough money to make it work where they both can have their own. That's that definition I think of hood love. See, I used to think differently, like some of those comments, talk, the story, yes, type of stuff. But when you change your mindset and you start to look at things a little bit different, that's not always the first thing that comes to mind. You ain't got to have nothing. You can have 2 pennies and 2 nickels to rub together. But when people truly love each other, that means when we didn't have shit, we were loving each other just like this. And then when we got shit, we still loving each other like this because we realize and we know and we understand that we came from there. And at the drop of a dime, if any one of us gets twisted, if any one of us thinks that we're bigger and better than each other when we know that we were like this when we had nothing, don't ever test it. Don't ever try to outdo. Don't ever try to stump. Don't ever try to fade on that person that showed you that love when you was nothing. Because the minute that you try to stunt and act like you got something, he sees all, he knows all. That's the type of love I'm talking about when it comes to hood love. That couple that can inspire just anybody. It can inspire a rich man. It can inspire a poor man. But they hold each other down. I've seen homeless people sleeping together outside of a train station, feeding each other buckets of KFC because that's all that they can scramble up together. But you can see the love that they have for each other. Now, since we on it, since we here, we want to talk about how do you get to that point? How are you able to love somebody just as much as you love yourself? Some people say, I love you more than I love myself. Although sometimes that's not healthy, but I can get it. And how you're able to do that is by loving yourself first. Once you love yourself first, you are able to love someone else. I never thought I would experience anything like this in my lifetime, but I understand it means that you have to truly love yourself so that you can have enough energy, you can have enough strength, you can have enough of everything that you need to pour out into somebody else. Can't love anybody else unless you love yourself. And I've learned this lesson. So, do you have the power of transforming yourself so that you can go ahead and turn around and love somebody else? Because that's what it's all about. Don't get the self love twisted and oh, it's just all about me, me, love me. That's so that you can get yourself 100% so that you can learn how to pour that energy out and pour that love back out into the universe because that's what it's all about. We on some deep stuff tonight. Carolina Vitality coming in the building. My friend Miss Gina. I want to talk to her tonight. We want to do this tonight. Thank you all so much for coming through. I appreciate you.
Hello.
What's going on? Welcome to the 411.
Well, thank you.
Thank you so much for coming through. I appreciate you. I'm just getting myself back on track in reality again. I was living in a dream for the past week. Is reality, and let me tell you, I need me some sleep tonight. But you coming on actually gave me that extra win, and I'm up and I'm ready. So don't do this tonight.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
So I was talking a little bit about hood love. So I want to know, what is your definition of hood love? What do you think when you hear that?
Oh, man. From the positive perspective, hood love is just that raw, genuine, real. It's the love that you feel like you can feel it physically. Because y'all just stupid, crazy about each other. Like, it's just a deep, deep, deep love.
Yeah, I feel that. Have you experienced that type of love?
Absolutely.
I'm trying to figure out if I have or not. I'm trying to figure out. I'm sure I have, but you said that one thing there. That's stupid love, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep, yep, yep.
So let everybody know where you are calling from tonight.
I am in South Carolina, Columbia, South Carolina.
Now, what's the comes to the Carolinas? Because I always do this because I just want to see. Some people say north, some people say south. So, what do you think the best is?
Of course, I'm gonna say South Carolina, and it's just on period.
What's there to do? So many things to do. Now that the weather's breaking, what are some things?
Yeah. Well, of course, you got Charleston, which is the the what's the word I'm looking for? I'm gonna say like the probably the most visited place in South Carolina because of the history there. But yeah, like Charleston, what is there to do? What is there to do anywhere? I just like to eat. I eat a lot. I just like to go to different restaurants. What else is there to do? They got water parks and stuff.
Now I love that.
I don't know, what do people do?
People, for me anyway, when I go on vacation, like you just said, I love to eat good food. I like to drink. I do like to visit me a good amusement park. I'm that type of person who will visit amusement parks. I will do certain type stuff. I'm getting into all of that stuff. Um, some of the sightseeing and stuff like that as well. Yeah, I guess that's what people do. What's going on, K. Cole? How are you? I appreciate you for coming through. Um, what's the weather like?
It's so the weather is bipolar because one day it'll be hot, and the next day it'll be cool. Right now it's very calm, kind of warm, humid. It's real humid, but it has whether it's too hot today. It's hot now because it's South Carolina, but it wasn't too hot today. Nice little overcast, a little breeze, so it's comfortable.
I have been blessed to come back to New Jersey and step into 90-degree weather, and I appreciate it because my motto, burn. I was telling somebody today, my motto is burn. We're just gonna cuss tonight. Sorry, I'm a little tired, and it is what it is. But burn me the fuck up, please.
Uh-huh.
When it comes to the weather, I just want to be warm. And um, I was in France, and temperatures was like 60, and I'm like, yeah, I
Wow.
don't think I'm really feeling this weather here. I love all of the beautiful
Mm-hmm.
sights and everything, but this weather is just not me. I'll see you in the summertime. I ain't doing it any other
Mm-hmm.
time. So,
Yep, I feel you.
Carolina Vitality, talk to me about, you know, the name. How'd you come up with it? I see the Carolinas in it. Talk to me about this. Your business is very touchy, so you know we're gonna have some laughs tonight. Cause you gotta get it right,
Mm-hmm.
ladies. You gotta get it right. What's going on, Felix? How are you? All right, let's go. Carolina Vitality.
Okay, so of course, Carolina for South Carolina. Vitality is, what does vitality mean? Energy. I feel like you now. I feel like I'm slowing down. It's like tick, tick, tick,
Yeah.
tick, tick, down, down. I can't even think right now. Um, but yeah, vitality, it means like life, full of energy or whatever. So Carolina Vitality. That's what I represent. That's what I want to put out.
Mhm.
And that's what getting back. Good energy. Good
Absolutely.
high energy.
Yeah. So now this brand is to help women. This is all about women, right?
Right.
So,
Right. So what we do is we focus on care,
mhm.
providing natural feminine care, and just really making women, not so much women, people aware of lady parts and what they're supposed to do and how to care for it. Because a lot of people don't know.
And that's why I said we got to be careful tonight because we need to make sure that the ladies keep everything in check. But I also want to do it on the flip side for the men too. You know, maybe I need to come out with a line of things for the men because you know
Mm,
you don't keep some things in check on the man side cannot be so pleasant as well. Do you
mm-hmm.
understand what I'm talking about?
Yes, yes. They don't like to talk about that though. But yeah.
You know, we might need to give you some shaving kits and some. Yeah, we're not even gonna get into it, but you know, you call it's the yoni care for the females. What would be a name for the men if I decided to come up with something in the future? Which I'm not. I'm just joking, but I'm just saying. What do you think would be a good name?
um, oh, I don't know. Balls is ringing in my ears, but it's
There,
something about balls, but I
there's a
can't. Yeah, I don't know.
there is a company out there. I don't know what the name is, but it was something about that, and me to do some sort of sponsorship, and I was just like, we ain't doing that. We ain't talking about shaving your balls every night, but yeah.
Mm.
That was one of the first people that approached me that wanted me to do a sponsorship, and I'm like, yeah, it didn't
Wow.
work. Majority of yes, it just wasn't gonna work. Tony Care, what's going on? I see Texas in the house. Thank you for popping through that. I appreciate it. So, how long have you been in business with Carolina Vitality?
November of 2019.
Okay, good. I think we had this conversation before that you were able to get established before I like to call the world, you know, lost their mind in 2020. So you to
Right
see,
before.
yeah, you were able to see. Um, I ask this to everyone who comes on. Did that impact you in a positive way? Did it give you some setbacks? Did it catapult you? Um, what happened during that time frame?
Well, um, because we were in the thick of the supporting of small black businesses. I let's see, I won't say it catapulted, but I did gain a lot of attention, a lot of positive attention because of what everybody was doing, just trying to support everybody, trying to support the dreams and like that.
Okay, all right.
So we did pretty good. We did pretty good. Like I said, got a lot of good looks.
Now, I don't know anything about it, so I need your help. What is one of your number one products? Something that you like or something that the customers are all about?
Okay, well the customers love the yoni oil and the yoni. I have gotten, man, um, so many good reviews on the bars, of course, but the oil, but like the ladies love the oil, the men love the oil too. You can use it like a lubricant. You can also use it daily to help, keep things in levels and in perspective. Keep
Interesting.
things balanced. I told you I can't get my words together, but yeah, just keep things balanced. You use it every day. But like I said, some people like to use it as a lubricant. It's a natural lubricant. There's no chemicals or anything in it. So yeah, they love the yoni oil, and now I use every day as well.
Okay, okay. Now we touching some territories here, so I'm gonna try to behave myself.
Hmm.
But all right. Now the bars, set up scented or different scents, nonsense, because that could affect some
I'm
things as
sorry.
well. Your bars, are they
Mhm.
scented? Are they unscented? Because some of that could affect certain things too.
Okay, and I'm glad you asked that question. Um, there's several different bars available. I have what I call, excuse me, I'm so sorry, pure pearl.
Hmm.
That's going to be your basic bar. It doesn't have any extras in it. When I say extras, meaning no colorants or no fragrances or anything like that. So that's going to be for the most sensitive person. And then we have different bars. Excuse me. Let's see. For example, a rosemary. I have rosemary oil and actual rosemary in the bar, and it helps, with keeping your lady stuff together.
Okay.
And then, like I said, several different bars, but yeah, we go from the purest to the more complicated. So it's something for everybody.
Now, I think when you first came on here, um, how do you think your interview went the first time you came on? I feel that there's a level. Go ahead. Can you hear me?
I can. I'm sorry. You said, how did my interview go the first time?
Now, yeah.
Is that
How did I conduct myself? Let me make sure I get that clear because it was a great interview. But how did I conduct myself then versus now?
so? This is the thing.
Hmm.
We don't talk often,
Yeah.
but you have always been very professional. I like that you keep the conversation going because I'm not a great talker except for when I really want to talk.
Hmm.
But these type situations, they always make me feel a little apprehensive
Okay.
because I want to say the right things and I
Hmm.
don't want to, offend anybody or say something and then come back later and be like, oh my gosh, why did I say that? But you have done first time and now too a great job with just keeping the conversation going, keeping me on track. You make me feel comfortable, so I can
Uh,
actually get my words out and get a complete thought out. Um, but I do see the growth. You're still cool though. You're so laid back and chill.
Thank you so much. I was sitting here trying to say that I see growth in myself because of the first time when we get the ladies that come on and they talk about things like this, man, we were acting such a fool and laughing and not being able to get it together. So
Mm-hmm.
that's the only reason why I was asking. But good, good. Yeah, we moving in the right direction, and I definitely want to say thank you. I don't know if you heard me from the beginning, But I look at some of my older videos and I'd be like, yeah, we ain't never doing that again. I thank y'all so much for loving me because now I'm able to continue to pour it out. And now it's about all of you out there. It's no longer about me in the beginning. It's about me and all that great stuff. Now it's about truly giving it to the people the way it's supposed to be and the way it was intended and the way God, set this thing up for me to be. So
Mhm.
you put me out there, back then when I was just getting started. And I want to say
Mhm.
thank you so much for that.
Oh, thank you. You're welcome, but thank you.
Now, if you can go ahead and let people know where they can go ahead and follow you at, and you have any specials going on, any promotional codes, anything like that that you want to go ahead and throw out there, now's the time before we get into our burning questions.
Okay, well, again, Carolina Vitality. This is Gina, by the way. Carolina Vitality. At Carolina Vitality on Instagram. If you all have any questions, let me know. www.carolinavitality.com. I have recently started to stock um, what I call my playground,
Hmm.
which is going to feature adult toys and lingerie. Some nice adult goodies. So I'm expanding slowly,
Uh oh,
but it's coming.
now we getting
So yeah.
started. Yeah, now we getting started because those type of conversations go so well on here tonight, at night too. So tomorrow, actually, I really encourage y'all to join in because we have one of the dopest authors coming on reading between the lines tomorrow. And when I tell you that this is all what's going on, I see my cousin out there. What's up, y'all? Chris, thank you so much as well. When I tell y'all that it is going to be off the chain tomorrow, you really want to get your wine, put the kids far away. Um, Miss Cinnamon's coming in tomorrow. And the last time she was
Okay.
on, it was out of control. But that's great. You got that. When can we expect all of these new adulting things coming?
But they're available on the website now, but I'm just expanding. So just keep
Oh,
your eyes open.
okay.
Got some interesting little toys I want to share with some interesting folks.
Well, definitely come back, please, because I definitely want to hear about all of this and find out what people think or say that their favorite toy is, because I love having that conversation.
Hmm.
Although, please do something for the fellas too, because you know, all the time, it's all about the ladies when it comes to those adulting things like that.
Hmm.
Maybe we should do something. That's a good.
Maybe we should. Yeah, because I would have to have, I would like to sit down and hear what you have to say outside of this.
Now,
Get an idea of what the fellas like.
well, we don't have much, but
Hmm.
yeah, that's a whole nother story. Now we get ready to go ahead and get right on in to burning questions, which is a segment of the show where I basically flip it and put my guests in a hot seat. We have Miss Gina in here tonight with Carolina Vitality, her business. So we're getting ready to go through the burning question segment. Now,
All right.
I just asking these questions. That's all. I'm trying to help some people get through. Question is, what advice do you have for someone who realizes that they married the wrong person? Because now you in it. You in it. I don't know how long it took you to realize, but you
Mhm.
realize it, and now what do you do?
Well, I guess the first thing I would say, who do you love more, yourself or this person that you know you ain't got no business being with? Because if you focus in on, hey, because if you love yourself and you want the best for yourself and you know that's not a good situation,
Mm.
whatever needs to happen is going to happen so that you can exit safely.
Oh, so you're saying whatever needs to happen is going to happen. If you know full well that you should not be in a situation with this person, right? And you're still in it.
Hmm.
So you're saying if you're still in it, life is going to happen. God is going to show up and show out. and remove this situation anyway?
Exactly.
You know what I gotta say to that?
Exactly.
I gotta say amen to that. I will tell you the truth behind that.
Okay.
I can understand that. Wow.
Mhm.
But there are some
Yeah.
people who stick it out. There are some people who thug it out and they say, well, maybe I can try to love this person.
Well, so that's the thing. Like, if you know that this is not the right person, it is just not the right person. It doesn't matter how you try to slice it or dice it. It's just not going to work because it's not the person for you.
I would say a lot of people will stay in these situations because of embarrassment. I know
Hmm.
um, off, I just know it. Not going to tell you how I know it, but I want you to read between the lines. I want you to know that
Hmm.
some people stay in these situations because of embarrassment. Like, I made a mistake. We don't went through this whole process. We don't spent all of this money. Um, People looking at us like, people live a lie sometimes. Like, it's reality.
Hmm.
Some people live a lie. I try my best to be truly authentic and let y'all see everything. Like, what you see here is what you get. Now, I didn't always live this way. I did live a lie where,
Right.
you smile for the cameras and everything is cute, but then behind closed doors, it's not. So I think a lot of people stay because of that. We living for other people instead of living for ourselves.
Hmm. Yeah, I think a lot of people, or sometimes, I'm not going to say a lot of people, but sometimes people forget that everybody is living a real life. Whether you see what they go through or whether their life is documented or whatever, everybody deals with life. Everybody lives a real life. So
Yeah.
for me personally, I can't deal with like the craziness because it physically affects me. I can't, if things are not right, I can't
Hmm.
eat, I can't sleep,
Oof.
I can't do a lot of stuff. It physically affects me. So I can't be in those type of crazy. I can't have that craziness
That's
going on around
that's
me.
that's that.
But on on the flip side, some
Mhm.
people love that thrill.
That's craziness.
Some people love it.
Absolutely not. I mean, I've been there where you can't eat, you can't sleep, you can't do a damn thing because your mind is just spinning in 50 million directions. And I will tell you, absolutely
Hmm.
not. I will not do that. Now, I've seen craziness and then I've seen real love. And I choose real over anything. And what I'll tell you that is ultimate for me is there's going to be craziness no matter what. Like, you're
Hmm.
crazy, I'm crazy. Everybody has some craziness. Everybody has something that will push them up to the other level. But if the other person is grounded, the other person knows the situation, right?
Hmm.
They're able to offset and put you in a different state of mind and bring you back to a level of peace. It's when you get
Hmm.
riled up and they get riled up and now you both riled up and you both crazy and you don't know what's going on. That's some jacked up stuff. But when you got that self love for you, right? And you realize and you see your partner, your mate, or whoever get riled up, you got enough self love and self control for you. You bring everything back into balance. And then you talk and you communicate about it. And, what happened? Why did we go down this path? How can we make this thing different so that we can never do this again? Because you are my queen, you are my king, you are my everything. And I want to make sure that I treat you with the utmost respect and never disrespect you. That's that real type stuff right there.
That's it.
So, and I know some people might not like it, but I'm talking about for me. If we are not communicating like that, then I definitely have married the wrong person. Now I want to be communicating
Hmm.
with you like that before, like when I'm first dating you. You know what I'm saying? Like, hmm. If
Yep.
you ain't talking like that and you can't communicate, if you can't bring yourself down, stop. I mean, you can't bring you. Who's gonna be right? You gonna be. I'm gonna be right.
Right.
Even if you know that the other person is wrong, but you enough to say, you know what? I'm not gonna wreck their brain. I'm not gonna wreck my brain. Let me shut my mouth and bring it down to a level to where we could get this thing right.
Hmm.
Mm,
Yep.
wow.
Yep. 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 Communication is very, very, very important. And listen to people when they tell you who they are.
Oh,
We got a lot of people walk around. They'll say, well, I'm this, and this, and this. But listen to them because they're telling you. Believe them and listen to them, and then give them time to show you who they are. But listen when people tell you who they are. They
and
do it in a funny way,
they do it.
but
Yes,
they
they do.
telling you.
They do it. And here's another thing that I've learned too. When people tell you who they are, that's it. And it's so hard for me.
Mm-hmm.
It's so hard for me. But when people tell you who they are, that is absolutely it. And I
Mm-hmm.
will tell you that I've had a great experience somebody telling me who they are. And every single time it's like, I told you that this is this. Like,
Mm-hmm.
what
Yep.
part don't you understand that we've had this conversation and this is who I am? I'm telling you who I
Mm-hmm.
am. And I'm showing you who I am through all of the actions. Everything that I said out of my mouth, this is exactly what I'm doing. But,
Mm-hmm.
and there's, when people show you and tell you who you are, there's a couple things you can do. A, you can accept it and understand it and try to figure it out and run through it because, all right, this is it. Or you can be
Mm-hmm.
foolish and you can try to change or manipulate a
Change it
situation,
right.
which will
Mm-hmm.
not go well because they already told you who they were from the beginning, and now you just doing you. You doing you, trying to make it work for you, and if it doesn't work for you from the first spot when they told you who they are, you have choices. You can stay and deal with it, or you can go ahead and move on and let that person continue to be who they are. But the wrong thing to do is to try to change and manipulate the situation.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't work that way.
Very true. It does not.
But I can,
That'll never work. But that's some people's vicious cycle, though.
and I'm telling you, when you get caught up in those things, sometimes you do it and you don't realize you're doing it. But one thing that I have to say is that the person that stays true to it and will inform you, no, we need to put the brakes on. We need to stop this right now because
Mm-hmm.
this is who I am and that's it. I respect that person. But here's the problem what we have with a lot of people, at least things that I've experienced, is that people don't want to lose you because you make that decision to say, I'm done. You show me who you
Mm-hmm.
are. I can't deal with it. Let me go ahead and remove myself from the situation. So when you remove yourself from the situation, how many people out there say, I don't want them to go. I want to have my cake and I want to eat it too. So because of
Mm-hmm.
that, now I'm going to manipulate the situation and I'm going to play this game, letting them
There you go.
think that I am what they want me to be, but in reality, deep down inside, I'm living this secret life or I'm wanting this to go back to being who I was in the first place. And when the disrespect
Mm-hmm.
comes, when all of that communication, like what we just spoke about, is not happening, and you taking this person for granted and they taking you for granted, and life happens, now you got some trickery going on.
Okay.
Now you got some trickery
Come
going
on
on,
with the trickery.
right? And then when the person looks at you and was like, I thought you said that you don't do those things anymore. I
Mm-hmm.
thought you said you wasn't talking to this person anymore. I thought you said you weren't doing it. Now you got a situation.
Mm-hmm.
So the bottom line,
Mm.
people, just keep it real. And if you feel that
Keep it
somebody,
real. Be honest. Ooh.
if you feel that somebody boxing you in a corner, tell them.
Mm-hmm.
Stand up, take responsibility for yourself, and move. Like, don't, don't. What's going on? Are we like touching some touchy subjects here? I dig.
Mm-hmm.
If I dig, so if I'm digging too much, just tell me to shut my mouth.
I know I'm good. I mean, it is what it is. Like people struggle with just coming from an honest place. When you come from an honest place, there's no bullshit.
Absolutely.
It don't matter what's going on. It doesn't matter what the situation is. When you come from an honest place, there's no bullshit.
Hmm.
Period. But people struggle with that.
Like I
They
tell you,
struggle with it.
like when I was going through whatever I was going through, That's me. Because at the end of the day, you told me exactly who you are from day one. So
Hmm.
I'm going through it because I'm putting myself through it.
And that goes back to the burning question: who do you love more, yourself or your image or this person? Who do you love more? Do you want to be healthy? Because being in a crazy effed up situation is not healthy for nobody.
Mm,
So who do you love more? Like you got to love yourself, and you got to love yourself enough to know like this is not healthy. Man, I'm so sick of seeing like these stories, these domestic violence stories, and these people just killing. I mean, I'm just so sick of seeing it. I'm tired of seeing it. But
yeah,
you know where it's going at because you see. I mean, it's all there.
yeah,
Just
I could
stay out
tell
of them
that.
unhealthy situations, man. Like, and things happen so fast. Things happen so fast. Keep your hands to yourself and stay out of them unhealthy situations.
That's because people are not being grounded with themselves. Because if you stay grounded with self, like I said, these things will happen. Someone's going to disrespect you. Somebody, and it could just be anybody in the
Hmm.
street. This has nothing to do with, like a romantic relationship, anything. You have to be so grounded spiritually because when these situations pop up, you're going to need to call on somebody to help get this situation
Hmm.
under control. And you can't do it yourself. Again, I'm speaking from some
So
experiences.
true.
I can't do it
Yeah.
myself. I need to call on somebody to help get my situation back in control. And that's that self control. That's that meditation process.
Hmm.
That's sitting there getting with self. You know, one of the best things you can do also is listen. Somebody might be cussing you out,
Yep.
right? They might be calling you every single name in a book. But if you're sitting in silence and you just listening to it, even though it might hurt, but you ain't going back and forth, that will help you get grounded
Hmm.
too because now you ain't caught
Hmm.
up in it running off at the mouth saying some crazy things that's unhealthy, you know?
Hmm.
Mm.
Yep.
I don't know what happened, but we went there tonight, which happens.
Whatever is supposed to happen, that's
Yeah.
what happened.
Now,
Mm.
as we get off of this topic, I know you said your piece, but um, what you want to go ahead and leave us with? Well, it could be this, or it could be your business. We can go back to that. Whatever type of words you want to go ahead and leave us tonight with.
Um. Oh,
I
I
know I'm
don't
put.
know.
I know I'm putting you on the spot.
Yeah, that was yeah. Because I mean, I got 30,000 things I could say. I don't know what to say. Um, I don't know. Just make sure y'all check out CarolinaVitality.com. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm here to help. And y'all start taking accountability for yourselves, for your actions, and be honest. But be honest with yourself first.
Mm,
Be honest with yourself first.
that's so
That's
deep.
hard. That's hard to do. But be honest with yourself.
That is so true. Like when you can look at a situation and be like, "This is not right for me," but
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to let you know that this is not right for me. And wow, instead of just going along with the plan.
Mm-hmm. And
Yeah.
it'll be all right. Trust that when you make the right move with the right intention, things work out the way they're supposed to, and they work out in your favor. But you got to come from an honest place,
Mm,
and it has to be intentional with the right intention, good intention.
yes. Spoke some
Yeah.
words tonight. Definitely helped somebody get through. I don't know who watching it, the
Hopefully.
replay. No, I mean, I'm sitting here thinking about my life story, thinking about the things that I've done in the past, thinking about the man that I am today versus what I used to be, and it's all relevant. So, if
Mm-hmm.
anything, it's been a minute. The 411 podcast, is here to help people grow and help people understand. And through this talking, two or more people come together.
Mm-hmm.
When two or more people come together, it's magic. So, we already creating it. And whether it's tonight, tomorrow, next week, next year, who knows? Somebody's going to get it and it's going to serve them, the way it's supposed to.
Mm-hmm. Very true. I believe it.
Yes, that's one of my words. Believe. You got to believe, and you got to have faith. And yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you so much for hanging out there with me tonight. I appreciate it, and we definitely gonna touch base because we want to have you come back, and we need to see the other side of Carolina Vitality.
Yes,
first,
yes,
you
yes.
first you get yourself together on the Yoni side of it, because after you get yourself together, now you're able to purchase
Mm-hmm.
some of those products and invite somebody else into your world. Don't go inviting people into your
Come on.
world and got yourself together, right? Can't do that.
Please don't.
Because let me tell
Mm-mm.
you, we've had some situations which we ain't gonna talk about tonight. But trust and believe we've had some situations that ain't right. I don't understand what's
Mm.
going on, what happened there. I don't know how you invite somebody over and you know your situation ain't right.
Because some people just don't know any better, but we'll say that
Know
for the
any
next
better?
time.
No, know any better? They don't smell any better. All right, yeah, we'll leave it alone. We'll leave it alone. Anybody, if you out there struggling, I need you to reach out to Carolina Vitality. What is it?
I got
CarolinaVitality.com.
you.
mm. All right. Take care, my friend. Thank you so much for coming through. I truly do appreciate you.
Hey, you take care as well. And thank you for having me. I appreciate you. Take care.
Okay. Good night.
Okay, good night.
All right, y'all. My friend, Miss Gina from Carolina Vitality in the building tonight. What I want to say, though, is I really do appreciate each and every one out there. I've seen people popping through. Chris, you have to be honest with yourself and then with that person, too. Um, LOL when you're grounded. Calm with no storm, absolutely. All great things. Young, I just say young because your name is, I see you out there. Yo, it's good, land. Hope everything is good. Yes, it's good. It's great when I see all y'all come through. It's been a minute since I've been on. I've been traveling a little bit and I'm back. Like I said, it was so good to feel the love and support coming from different directions, and now to see people show up tonight definitely means a lot. Thank you so much for that. If you're out there on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, D Live, Daily Motion, please go ahead and click that link above all of my social media platforms and go inside of 5.5 Deliberation. Chris, thank you so much for the video that you did as well for the Deliberation remix packaging. I appreciate that. You can go ahead and get the new book for $7.99. It's a 30-day transformational journey towards a healthy mindset. All of the things that I shared tonight, this did not happen overnight. This was a process. It took me some time to get here, and I'm still learning and I'm still growing. But when I tell you the series of events that happened within the past 10 days lets me know that I am truly a man today. If I wasn't one before, I know now. I know how to love, I know how to give love, and I know how to receive love. All of the things that we spoke about communication, knowing who you are, a lot of that is due to this 30-day transformational journey. Every single day, waking up and saying what I am. I am love. I am this. I am that. I'm no longer that. So I'm not even going to think about it. I'm not even going to speak about it. I'm not even going to let you tell me what you think you feel about me or what you know, because what you feel about me is none of my business and none of my concern. So I might have to block you. I might have to get rid of you. I might have to erase this. I might have to no longer think about you. I love you. I forgive you, but you no longer exist in my life. Today, you don't get to tell me who I am. I rewrite my story, and so can you. Speak some positive affirmations into your life. I was never really into it. Never really into it. Didn't understand. I've heard so many people speak about, positive thinking and the power behind it. But when I tell you life changing, when God shows up and says, "Are you ready? You think you're ready for love? You think you know? I know a little bit better than you, but you ready? All right, let me go ahead and press play and give you all of these things. Remember, this person did this to you. Now I'm gonna have this show up in this type of way, and I want to see how you react to it. Can you handle that? Did you master it now? Because if not, you're gonna have to do it again. Remember, this happened. Remember, that person did this to you. I'm gonna show you tiny little things to see if you've mastered this and see if you know how to control yourself and understand and know who you really are in this situation. Life has a way of making you live it. It's going to happen one way or the other. Now, the thing is, do you want to move on? You want to press on? Or you want to keep playing this game over and over and over again, staying on the same level? Because I get it now. And I refuse to continue to play the same game over and over and over and over again. To me, that's insanity. I want just a little bit more out of life. I want to elevate, and I want to see, and I want to explore, and I want to do things that I've never done in my life before. And by doing that, I have to learn how to love myself. I have to learn how to love each and everybody around me, respect people, communicate properly. And when things don't go Laren's way, that's exactly what that means. Sit down somewhere, shut up, take some responsibility and some accountability for yourself. So what? Life ain't fair. Life ain't easy. It is what it is. Things don't go your way. Cool. Sit with it, understand, ask questions, seek, and the next door will open. The next situation will be open. The next thing will be exactly what it's supposed to be. As long as you handle it correctly in the moment that you're in right now. That's that transformational journey. My mind is completely changed. I'm no longer the man that I was yesterday. Can't wait to see who I will become in the future. Only God knows. Wow. I didn't know we was going to take it there and get this deep tonight, but we did. It is what it is. Thank you so much, Gina, for coming through. Thank you so much to everybody out there. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you so much for making this work. We got Cinnamon coming in tomorrow. You know she gonna do her thing. Like I said, the adult is gonna be on tomorrow. Wine Wednesday, reading between the wines. Please go ahead and put the kids away. It's 8 o'clock. You know we're gonna be doing it early on Wednesday, and it is on reading between the wines. What's going on? If you would like to request me live, you can come back on Friday. We do freestyle sessions, and I bring you up here. Anybody can Friday. You can also text 609-738-0611, and on Friday we can make it work. So thank you for coming through as well. I appreciate you. And on that note, y'all, I will see you tomorrow at 8 p.m. right here on Reading Between the Wines with author Cinnamon coming in with some spicy adult situations. Get your glasses, get your bottles, wind down. Wednesday, we're going to do the thing tomorrow. Thank you so much. Have a good night. I missed all of y'all. So good to see you back. And yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. Take care, y'all. Good night.